Mano, sinceramente, eu acho incrível o declive desse jogo, velho. Qual que é o problema, velho? Como que um saco, um pedaço de carne rola desse jeito, velho? Tenso, né? Bom, vamos lá. Bom, acho que as nossas respostas vão estar aqui na taverna, mas eu acho também que ela não vai estar aqui, né, velho? Ela tá fechada ainda, né? Será que eu consigo entrar aqui? Tudo bom?
Greetings.
Do you know anything about the devil?
Mother of God, such blasphemy. I'll be with you.
What happened to Ambrose the hermit?
He's at death's door with some ailment, and there's peculiar talk about him. They say he made a pact with hell.
I hear Ambrose the hermit has some old sword.
Aye, a broken one. He used to have it hanging on the wall of his hut, but that was long ago.
Tá.
See you soon.
I'm sorry.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Good morning.
Vamos aproveitar e pedir desculpas aqui pela briga.
Greetings, innkeeper. I've come to apologize for the fight we caused. And also to ask if there is anything I can do to help.
Latch in the stable when the horses bolted, lad.
How so? Did something happen?
I had a couple of humans come in here and get in a brawl with the locals. What the hell did I do that people fight in here all the time?
Did anyone get hurt?
Bah! They broke a couple of pitchers and Wojtek took a punch in the gob, but nothing else. Go and see Wojtek if you want. Maybe he'll tell you more than I can. God be with you.
Ok, mais uma missão secundária. Preciso de um conselho sobre o eremita.
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some for free. I catch you fighting here again, and I'll spank your bare ass like a brat.
What? I said I'm sorry.
But the humans are still stinking up the place. Down to business. I don't have all day for you, so what do you want?
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose, the hermit, sold his soul to the devil and won't talk to nobody no more.
I heard that as well. But it seems a bit far-fetched.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia? It's the devil's work, believe you me.
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet so far. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there, but once they heard about the apparition, they started to take a big interest.
What strangers?
They looked like monks, only they had daggers concealed under their robes. I saw them clearly. I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on around Ambrose.
But I have to speak to him.
Didn't you hear what I said? He doesn't speak to nobody. He hides away in his hut and sends everyone away. I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I was you, because this reeks of hell.
There's something else I need to know about this hermit.
Ask then if you must.
What do you know about this apparition?
Stanislav, the herds boy, he comes running into the village that night all terrified, saying he'd seen a rider from hell in Apollonia. And the very next night, it appeared in the rocks below the road to Tahov. There's this conciliatory stone cross there. And the next day, it was at a funny angle. There's some devilry in it for sure.
And it was the herds boy who saw it by the cross, or someone else?
The apothecary's wife, Gerda. Ask her yourself. She's not been herself ever since, poor woman.
Where can I find the herds boy?
Stanislav has a sheep pen in the meadow beyond the Troskovitz graveyard, right above the big crossroads outside Apollonia.
How do I get to the hermit?
You're asking for trouble, lad. But all right, if you insist, you go through Apollonia along the path below the rocks till you reach the point where it crosses the stream. And from there, you take the path uphill to the left, leading into the rocks.
Who's this hermit fella, anyway?
No one knows. He settled in the rocks a few years back. Folk used to go to him for various healing ointments or advice.
And what has he got to do with this apparition?
Well, he was at death's door recently, bedridden, and then suddenly he's got his health back. Just like that. And he's like a different man since then. He sends everyone who goes to see him packing. Mark my words. He sold his soul to the devil to get better. And the devil sometimes comes here on the prowl for unwary souls.
Where did these peculiar monks come from?
Hard to say, but they rode in on well-fed horses.
Monks on horseback? That's definitely odd.
Well, Bashka the Butcher says they came from the bishop about that diabolical apparition. In short, the Inquisition. Take care then.
Ok, time. Temos vários locais aqui agora pra poder ir. Ainda tem alguma coisa aqui pra me olhar, né? Fale com os aldeões. Vamos até a Gerda. E depois a gente vai para outro local, velho.
How come you weren't in church? Jesus Christ be praised.
I'd like to ask you about something.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Go away, please.
Easy now, Gerda. There's nothing to be afraid of. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery together.
Really? You're not going to laugh at me like all the others?
I believe you really did see something. But I want to know what it really was.
So, what do you want me to tell you?
Relax, Gerda. Have a think, and then tell me what happened with the apparition.
It was the day before yesterday. I was picking marshmallow roots above the rocks. It grows by the cross there, near the big dry tree not far from the road to Tachov. I didn't get home till after dark when I suddenly realized I didn't have my knife.
So you went back to the cross?
God have mercy. He hopped up right out of the ground in front of me. He was all in black and he was grinding his teeth. I started to scream. There was something glinting in the dark and this clanking sound and I just turned and scarpered.
That's all?
At one point I turned around and I saw a dark shadow darting across the field. Proper flying along it was like the devil and heading straight to Apollonia.
What's this place where you saw the apparition?
It's a conciliatory cross, erected in the memory of some innocent's death. They say some years ago, a young fellow killed himself on account of an unhappy love affair. He jumped from a cliff.
And the day after you saw the apparition, the cross was at an angle.
Aye, all askew. Everyone here saw it. I didn't go back. I can't.
Don't worry, Gerda. Nobody's gonna make fun of you anymore. I'll find out what it was all about and what you really saw there.
What do you think happened?
I don't know yet, but you needn't fear. Everything will get cleared up soon.
Thank you. By all the saints, thank you. But please, come and tell me how it turned out. I'll make it worth your while.
Ok, o que você tá latindo aí, mano? Não é pra lá. Ei, mano. Não é pra latir, não, velho. Vamos lá, então. Eu deveria, talvez, perguntar pra mais alguém aqui, né, velho? Eu vou perguntar. E é isso. Pediram pra me perguntar pras mulheres, né, mano? Criada da
Gerda
casa.
really did see something. That cross hides a secret. Whoa! conciliatory cross. A memorial to the unfortunate death of that young man. But I'm more interested in what secrets it conceals now.
Ok. Já chegamos como aqui com os lobos, né, velho? Começar a cavar.
Fresh soil. Someone was digging here recently. It doesn't look like an apparition, Gerda.
Ok. A túnica dos cruzados da Estrela Vermelha. Crônicas do Cavaleiro da Cruz. Decretos... Caraca, mano. Carta antiga do Fogo do Comando da Ordem. Manto de Cruzado. Caraca.
Take either the coin or the books. So it wasn't a thief. It must be something else he was after.
Tudo bom com o senhor? Vai embora. Vai embora. Que é isso? Mano, eu quero ver essa parada aqui, velho. Vamos dar uma olhada nela? Dá pra equipar. Não dá pra equipar. Não, dá pra equipar sim, velho. Nossa, que da hora, mano. É melhor que a minha. Vamos equipar. Crônicas do Cavaleiro da Cruz. Agradeço a Deus e a Cristo que decidiu guiar minha mão e me abençoar na coisa mais indigna que talvez apenas presumi fazer por orgulho insolente. Dou atenção ao trabalho onde outros não conseguem, para registrar o que não serve, não deve ser esquecido. Tá, vamos lá, mano, vamos montar. A gente conseguiu um equipamento escuro aqui bem interessante, né? A gente tem que vir e descubra mais informações do eremita. Temos o Detem, fala com a testemunha de Slaptis. Eu vou voltar pra cidade, time, e vou ver se consigo conversar com mais alguém.
What happened to the hermit?
Hard to say. Better not go near him. He's been acting strange lately.
I hear Ambrose the hermit has some old sword.
Aye, a broken one. He used to have it hanging on the wall of his hut, but that was long ago.
I heard a shepherd saw an apparition in the rocks.
It's not wise to go there. There's a diabolical horseman haunting the place.
What happened at the conciliatory cross?
Hard to say. It was turned around. But what Gerda from the apothecary saw there, you'll have to ask her.
Whoa, whoa.
Greetings. What do you need?
I hear you saw some diabolical apparition. Is that true?
Was it the bailiff who sent you? Or old Croper?
No. I want to go to Apollonia to see Ambrose the hermit. I've heard talk he's somehow linked to that apparition. So I need to know what you saw that night.
Why do you want to know? Forget that shit, pal. It reeks of fire and brimstone.
Quer golinho de Strumps?
Want a swig of schnapps? Or two, maybe?
If it's any good, I won't say no. Show it here.
Deselecionar tudo e sair.
It's just that I...
Don't offer what you have.
How was it with the diabolical apparition? I heard you saw something.
Leave me be.
Do you want to roast in hell and choke on sulphur?
But I didn't do anything.
You're not caring well for your immortal soul.
I don't know. One time I carried a lamb all the way to Uyezd for the parish priest. All right, it was the bailiff what asked me to do it, but the good father gave me communion for it. I'm not afraid for my soul, so there's no point trying to scare me with hell.
How was it?
Leave me be.
I know how to deal with evil spirits. I know a spell. Want to learn it?
Of course.
Say after me. Vade retro satana.
Vade retro satana.
Vade retro satana. Remember that. You just have to say it, and you'll drive away the devil.
My God, what a spell. It's clear you know your stuff. What did you want to know?
What exactly did you see that night at the crossroads?
A diabolical apparition. A black rider on a black horse flew into Apollonia. His eyes glowed, and his horse was black as charcoal. He turned this way and that a couple of times at the crossroads, and then darted off into the rocks. To the hermit's place, I'm sure.
He turned this way and that. That's strange. Would the devil not know the way?
I'm telling the truth. Gerda from the apothecary saw him too.
But the hermit helps people though, doesn't he?
Aye, he did. Only now they're saying he was at death's door and sold his soul to the devil. And that was the horseman.
Why? Why would the old man have sold his soul to the devil and then kept living as a pauper in his hut?
Who knows what's going on in them rocks? Some devilish trickery for sure. Take care.
Ok. Pelo menos uma coisa aqui funcionou, né, velho? Agora vamos para outro local. Primeiro, deixa eu dar uma olhada no mapa aqui para saber onde que eu tenho que ir. É só eu pegar essa estrada aqui e seguir ali para cima, né? Aqui, explore a Polônia, descubra mais informações sobre Eremita. A gente vai até o B ali, mano. Vamos descobrir mais informações sobre ele, depois a gente vem pra cá.
Stop, or I'll ram my... I've been attacked!
My head!
Show your stuff!
Sai de perto do meu cavalo.
I've been waiting for...
Sai de perto do meu cavalo, seu lixo.
Whoa!
Ok, tem uma cabaninha aqui, hein? Vamos dar uma olhada nela. Tem algumas cabanas aqui, né?
A horse? What's it doing here in the woods? I should take a closer look.
Entendi, o Henry não consegue pular, velho. O cercado, mano. É muito altinho pra ele, né, velho?
A beautiful horse. Black as charcoal. The herds boy wasn't lying. And you don't smell of brimstone. You're just an ordinary horse. Someone really did come to see the hermit. But it wasn't the devil.
Vamos examinar ele aqui. Tá, o vigor comparado à pedrita é menor. Ele tem a capacidade maior, velocidade maior e coragem maior. Que isso, cara? Será que não dá pra mim pegar esse cavalo aqui, não? Monta nele aí. Vende lá pro cara lá, mano. Ganhar uma grana, velho. Ok, você não passa, eu já entendi. Fica aí, mano. Ei, mano. Isso, obrigado, viu? Obrigado, viu? Achamos, time. Achamos o lugar do rapaz aqui, velho.
God be with you, hermit.
I don't have time for you. Go away.
Folk in the village are saying you've made a miraculous recovery. And since then, you won't let anyone near you. What happened?
Nothing happened. I just can't stand all these people coming here and disturbing me. Can't I have a moment's peace?
I came about that sword of yours. I'd like to buy it from you.
I'll keep my sword, thanks very much. It's a fine piece.
Right. Long since broken and unused. I wouldn't hum and haw too long if I were you. Radovan the blacksmith will give you a good price for it.
Oh, right. You mean that sword? I don't have it anymore.
Ah, cara.
Judging by what I've heard about you, you're a bit fishy, hermit.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a lot of talk about you in the village. They say you've made a pact with the devil, and are summoning demons from hell.
Old wives' tales. What do I care about such nonsense?
Well, but supposing it isn't nonsense.
Of course it is.
The apparition was seen by the conciliatory cross at night.
Old wives' tales.
I went to take a look, and it really is askew. But it wasn't magic that Hellspawn was wielding. It was a shovel. There was a hiding place beneath the cross. And the man digging there at night didn't have time to put the cross back in the right position.
By all the saints! So someone was digging there. What has that to do with me?
There was a brand new cloak of the Knights of the Cross in the hiding place. It's clear that the man doing the digging hid it there, maybe to cover up who he really is, and what he's planning.
I still don't know what you want from me. What have I got to do with some cloak?
The man who took things from the hiding place can't have been some chance thief, because he left a purse full of coin there.
So keep the groschen, lad, and stop pestering me. It's nothing to do with me.
I found some pretty interesting documents of the Order.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I reckon you do, Ambrose. According to one of the documents, you were appointed Seneschal of the Knights of the Cross with the Red Star. Or are you going to tell me it was some other Ambrose?
I'm not going to tell you anything. I don't know anything about any documents.
A few nights ago, a herdsboy saw a black horseman ride into Apollonia. He thought it was an apparition, but I think a demon would have known the road to Apollonia and wouldn't have spun round and round at the crossroads like a top.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I found a black horse stabled in a pen here, in the woods below the rocks. A well-fed, healthy horse, black as charcoal. The man who rode on it wasn't an apparition, or the devil.
Why are you telling me all this? For God's sake! Stop this nonsense right now.
That's enough. I think there are enough fishy things going on around you for me to tell the bailiff. But you're in luck. All I'm after is that broken sword. So, come clean.
You're wide of the mark. But in the end, maybe you could help me.
What do you want help with, Ambrose?
I'm not Ambrose. He died some time ago. I am Conrad, Knight of the Cross with the Red Star.
Ambrose is dead, you say? How did it happen?
He was an old man. Unfortunately, he was already at death's door when I found him.
And you had nothing to do with his death?
Of course not. Ambrose was my friend. I'd known him for 20 years. He was a good member of the Order and an outstanding teacher.
Ambrose was a member of your order?
More than a member. He was the Seneschal, second in rank only to the Grand Master. He served the Order for many years before getting into a dispute with the Prague chapter and the Inquisition. Then he had to disappear. I was the only one to know where to look for him. But I came too late. All he managed to tell me was his last wish.
What was his last wish?
He wanted me to find the hiding place beneath the conciliatory cross where he'd hidden his past. He sensed that death was coming for him. He wanted me to help settle his affairs. And he also longed to hold his old sword in his hands one last time. I went to his hiding place that very night. But by the time I got back, Ambrose was dead. I put the blade on his grave in place of a cross.
So the sword is on Ambrose's grave. Will you tell me where I can find it?
You want to disturb his rest?
I just want the sword, that's all. It's no use to him now.
All right. I'll tell you where his grave is if you fulfill Ambrose's last wish instead of me. I can't do it.
All right. What am I supposed to do?
Listen carefully, then. There's an old widow called Margaret living in the village. Take this cross to her, and say to her exactly these words. Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what is rightfully his.
Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what is rightfully his.
That's right.
I hope she'll know what this is about.
Don't worry, she will. Give her the cross, and I'll tell you where you can find the sword. Benedictio Domini sit tecum.
Ok, mais Correio Simulator. Coisa boa! Coisa boa, hein? Vamos marcar aqui esse lugar aqui, porque eu não tô afim de me perder, não.